Yeah, I wanted to talk about the the wokeness of it, as everybody's been talking about. It's so stupid. Here's what if anybody says anything about like Dragon Quest 3 being woke, this is basically the thing. It's so stupid. I ended up like blocking this guy on this Dragon Quest group that I'm in on Facebook because he kept saying all this stupid shit about whatever right wing woke bullshit stuff. So it's like they're trying to be inclusive, but I feel like they're really confused also. Like I honestly found it more confusing than anything else. Instead of like having a male and female option, there's option A and option B now, is what it is. Which, cool. It's I prefer the game is like, hey, you just make your character look however you want him to look, and let you give yourself your own pronouns. Boom, there you go. That's all you need.
I think like as far as like character design, I just think of like don't have hairstyles just for one model or the other. Like
Yeah,
use all
just
hairstyles, use
let you
all this, use all that.
just let yourself make your
Yeah.
character look however you want them to look, and then you choose your pronouns, and then boom, you're good. That's how every game should be, I think. But this one is like, there's A and B, and honestly, the main character, like Lodo, Roto, Erdrick, whatever you want to call them, they look the same. Like A and B really does not look any different. But if you pick B, they'll say like she, her pronouns, but sometimes they'll say they, them. Like it's kind of confusing, honestly, if you don't know it's like what's A and what's B. Because I wanted to have like a big like group of women like I did because Dragon Quest 9 I had a whole bunch of of like tough ladies that were going around beating the shit out of people and I wanted to do that and the first I was streaming this so I was kind of like on the spot so I was like all right well what am I going to name my characters so my other game I had like a Storm character like who was the mage so I called her like Aurora Monroe for the Storm from the X-Men comics and I named my character that but then I found out that you can't change your skin tone, so I have a white storm running around, that's also kind of weird too. It's like we only have white people in this game. There's no, you can get different hairstyles, but there's no like darker skin tone,
Skin
which
tone.
I'm
Yeah, that's
like,
a little weird.
yeah, I don't know. It kind of reminded me of Final Fantasy 16, where they said there were no black people in Europe. If you remember that whole travesty, where this Final Fantasy 16 didn't have any black people in it, and people were like, why are there no black people in there? And they're like, oh, well, it's European. There's no black people there. It's like, um, that's not
At
true.
least it's not Resident Evil 5.
But I mean, it was pretty shitty that it was a fucking 2023 game and it has all white people in it. There's no, whatever. But yeah, it was like, I was like, I don't know, guys. So that was weird. I honestly found the Type A and Type B more confusing than anything else. Like I said, I really wish you could just choose however you want your character to look, and just choose your pronouns. Done. That's all we need. But aside
Seems
from
like it'd
that,
be as easy as just like replacing a word in the script or
yeah,
whatever.
just I mean, it did. They've done that in other games, like fucking the fucking farming game had it. That they did the whatever the fuck it's called. Remember the farming game where you fought the characters, the SquareSoft game. There was a
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
Harvestella?
Harvestella, yeah,
Yeah,
Harvestella
yeah.
did it. Like where you could choose pronouns and all that. Like that was right out front on that one. I'm saying they've done it in other Square games. It's just kind of like I don't know.
It doesn't
I,
seem like it would
I
be
I,
that
under,
tough
I
to
understand they're trying, but it's also kind of like they just put the pronoun option in there.
do better, Square.
And the other thing that I think is fucking hilarious, the whole like this is woke or whatever, is that the warrior. So the female version of the warrior class is wearing like really tiny shorts now. In the original game, she was not wearing shorts. She was wearing like a thong, and now she has like a thong over the shorts. But if you don't know this, you are never going to notice this ever. Like nobody would ever know that if you didn't tell them that. Like you could you can zoom in on the game during the battle, and you only see them standing in front of the monster at the very beginning of the battle. You would barely even see that exists. But they were just trying to make it look a little bit less horny. So they gave her shorts under her thong. Like that's the
And there's backlash.
yes, and that's what some people are whatever. If they're trying to be stupid about it, they're like, "Oh my God, you're censoring the game. You're like disrespecting Akira
I have a good
Toriyama or
idea. How
whatever."
about you play the original version on the Famicom if that's what you want to play?
Yeah, it's stupid. I mean, and they added shorts whatever when he was still alive. It's just a dumb thing, and nobody's even going to notice that it's there if you don't know about it, if you don't have somebody screaming in your face about it. So those are my those are what you're going to see about there.